All right, it's knife time. The other day, I was going through eBay, getting some supplies and stuff, and there's always knives in the background of my eBay because, I'm a knife enthusiast. And I noticed there was a few auctions that were ending soon, and because I don't need no more knives, but I basically saw that this knife was like at 99 cents, and so I bid up on it, and I got this thing for basically shipping, and it arrived today, and I'm kind of impressed. We'll get into that. I got a Almar Knives S.E.R.E 2020. That'd be survival, evasion, and resistance, and escape, which is like a course in the Army, I believe, United States Army. This one is the 3.6-inch blade, combo edge, and it's the Coyote series. It's in an 8 series stainless, which I'm sure everybody's crying about that right now. Not Magna Cut. I need my Magna Cut so I can't sharpen it. Yeah. So I got this thing in my hand, and it instantly reminded me of something. Anybody want to guess? It reminds me of an Emerson, but better, because when I open and close it, there's no belt grit in the pivot, and the fit and finish is like really super good. And I was like, wow, this is kind of like an Emerson, but better. And the reason why I think it's better is because, well, these are going for about 35 bucks. And it's a chunky boy. It's got a good little thing. And it does have a reversible pocket clip. And the way it mounts there, I don't know. That might not work out in the long run, but it's cool for now. It is spring assist, which I don't believe in. Just more moving parts, something else to go wrong. It is a liner lock, which I do not carry or mess with anymore, except for collecting. And there's a very good reason behind that. A few years back, I was deep in the wilderness, and I saw this little sapling, and I was like, oh, wow, that would look pretty in my yard. I'm going to retrieve this and take it back to my yard. And I was carrying a really heavy duty, yeah, baby. Oh, baby cat. Oh, baby cat. I was carrying a heavy duty, liner lock knife that I'd carry. I'll do a video on it one of these days. I don't want to get into it right now, but it was a heavy duty liner lock knife I'd been carrying for a while, about a year. And it had been great and reliable, and it held its edge. But I tell you what, I was like this, and I was cutting the dirt, I was disturbing the dirt around the edge of this little sapling with that knife, and I had something happen that I never had happen before, and the debris from the earth got in this part of that knife, and it pushed the liner over, and I damn near severed my pinky finger. And I was in the middle of nowhere, and I had to take off my shirt, and I had to make a good bandage for my hand, and that was not a fun day. The inside of my Jeep looked like a slaughterhouse. It took me like a couple days to get it cleaned up. But for my collection, I decided, hey man, an Almar would be cool. Because when I was a youngster, Almars came out, and I thought they were pretty cool. Yeah. And I'm just going to say it. Yeah. If you can't really beat the price on this. The blade stock is pretty thick. I'm not sure what they listed it at. It might be 3mm, maybe more. I don't know. I don't happen to have a tape measure around here, and I don't really deal with that metric stuff much because I'm from America. It's got this cool lanyard rigmarole. I hear good things about this clip. 8 series stainless. And while we're in the mix of things, update on the new little sharp finger I've been carrying for well over a month now. Hey, dude that made your little video about the 7 series stainless sharp fingers not being viable, go huff some more paint and go roll on. I have used this still for everything. Have not carried another knife. And I was cutting through copper wire the other day at work. I'm not saying solid core copper wire. It was, you know, electrical wire, that was kind of thing. I had to get this cord off the thing I was moving at work, and right through. I had to pry open 41 gallon paint cans in the other day and add the stuff that solidifies the paint so we could dump it. And lo and behold, it did it, and it's still sharp, and it still does all the things. So there's that update. Get yourself a sharp finger. Don't listen to idiots on the internet. Let's get back to this knife. Yeah. So honestly, and I mean, if money was no object and you put a blindfold on me and I handled this knife and I handled an Emerson, I would choose this knife with just by feel and touch, because I could feel that, oh wow, this wasn't ground by a drunk illegal alien in Idaho. This is from the land of sorrow nets, China, where their quality control is some mean looking dude pointing an AK-47 at you. Yeah, and not some guy that's trying to marry you off to his daughters. Completely and totally cooler than an Emerson, in my opinion. And everybody's gonna cry. No, everybody's gonna cry. But it doesn't have a school, and it's not famous in the worst places. Well, it's made in the worst places. But yeah, and that blade, ooh-wee. Look at that blade. It's got a cool like Bayo grind on it. And those serrations, I tell you, those serrations, well, that'll get you through some fibrous material, rope or whatever. And that flipper, I'm not even a fan of flippers. This is literally like not a style of knife I'm into. But that flipper, it's cool because it kind of acts as a guard there. And that's good for stuff. It also feels really well in hand upside down, which is cool for getting through stuff. If you're cutting away from yourself, don't cut towards yourself. Yeah. They do make these in D2. There is a 40th anniversary edition that has a cool little plastic gold thing on the thing here. And I looked at these after I got this for, I think it was like $5.99. I got this, but you can find these for between 30 and 40 bucks. It is a definite hard use knife, I can tell. I don't care about the 8 series stainless. All that means is it's going to be easier for you to upkeep in the field. Period. And nobody even uses knives for real knife stuff, so if you're looking for a chunky, heavy duty thing to take pictures of and post on the internet, this will do you for sure. It's got that cool little cutout there. Just remember, when you're using a liner lock, the debris can get in there and ruin your day. Yeah. And I like that end there is a good chunk of stainless steel. You see that in there? A good chunk of stainless steel. And that's, I guess they call that pillar construction. I don't know. I'm going to look more into this knives, and maybe I should have done that before I did a video on it. But I was just kind of excited that, wow, I got this. And really, because there was a point in time where I was a fan of EKI. And I've had more than I can remember over the years. But as time progressed, every Emerson I handled, from the newer CQ-C7s to the precious, beloved, worshipped fruit knife, all crap. Period. And you're literally paying $300+ for something that is this almost identical, minus spring assist, but union made in Idaho. But this Almar knives, S.E.R.E 2020, is proper, and it's got that feel, and it's got the look, but it's got its own unique look. And I really dig that blade shape and the grind, and you know, the quality control, the fit and finish is like it was just popped out of a little printer or something, you know. There's no wonky massive belt grinder marks on the insides of the liner like other brands and stuff like that. And the assist, when I first opened, I'm like, is it assisted? No, yeah, it's assisted. It's which, you know, I think there's laws in certain places about assisted opening and stuff. I don't know. I don't care. I don't pay attention. But other than that, yeah, I'm sure this would cut all the linear feet of cardboard you'd need to cut. Open all your little Amazon packages. Look kind of cool in your pocket at the Cracker Barrel. Maybe you could even like set it next to your New Balances and your key bar or something, and put a picture of it up on X. My Doge. Yeah. And who knows? With the way the political international climate is lately, stuff like this might become more and more unobtainable. Yet another reason I picked it up. Yeah, man, there it is. The $35 Emerson Eater. That's about the average price I've seen these at. Man, if you want a tactical style, chunky, good size folding knife, there you go. They make a mini version too that has a 3-inch blade. This is a 3.6-inch blade. And yeah, it's got the cool Almar Knives logo on it. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. This is just kind of like our little ramble video. I figured I should get another one out there. Cleanse the palate of the Idaho thing that I did a video on. Because we don't need to be thinking about that shit all the time. It's Mother's Day tomorrow. I know no mothers are watching this video, but wish your old ladies a happy Mother's Day if you gave them a kid and such. And have a good day. Have a good weekend. I'm going to go watch some How the West Was Won, the old TV series from the 70s. Yeah. Shell Teagues is on it. I just seen her. So yeah, I hope everybody out there is doing all right. And there you go. That's that. Bye.